There's a version of history that feels simple. One man, one vision, one empire. Ray Kroc, the man most people believe built McDonald's, the face of the brand, the name tied to its global success. The businessman who turned burgers into billions. But that version of history is incomplete. Because McDonald's didn't start with Ray Kroc. It started with two brothers, and by the time the world learned their names, they had already lost everything. Before the Golden Arches became a symbol of global capitalism, they were just an idea, an experiment, a system, built by Richard and Morris McDonald, two men who didn't want an empire. They wanted efficiency. In the 1940s, in San Bernardino, California, the McDonald brothers ran a small drive-in restaurant. It wasn't failing, but it wasn't extraordinary either. Like most restaurants of the time, it was slow. Car hops, large menus, long wait times. The brothers saw a problem, and instead of expanding, they simplified. They cut the menu down to almost nothing. Burgers, fries, drinks, no distractions, no complexity, just speed. Then they redesigned everything. The kitchen became a production line. Every worker had one task. Every movement was optimized. Every second mattered. This wasn't just a restaurant, it was a system. What they created became known as the Speedy Service System, a fast food assembly line, years before fast food existed. Food came out in seconds, prices dropped, quality stayed consistent. Customers loved it. The brothers didn't call it revolutionary, but it was. This system is what built McDonald's, not branding, not marketing, not expansion, the system. And then Ray Kroc arrived. Kroc wasn't a young visionary. He was in his 50s, a struggling salesman, selling milkshake machines. One day, he noticed something unusual. A small restaurant ordering an unusually large number of machines. Curious, he visited. What he saw wasn't just a busy restaurant, it was a machine. Efficient, precise, scalable. Kroc didn't see a business. He saw a network, franchises, expansion, global domination. The brothers saw a great restaurant. Kroc saw $1 billion opportunity. That difference changed everything. Kroc convinced the brothers to let him franchise the concept. They agreed. Carefully, cautiously. They wanted control, quality, consistency. Kroc wanted speed, scale, growth. At first, the partnership worked. Kroc opened new locations. The brand grew. The system spread. But tension built quickly. The brothers resisted change. They prioritized stability. Kroc pushed for expansion, relentlessly. They disagreed on everything. Costs, processes, vision. For the brothers, McDonald's was a craft. For Kroc, it was a machine, and machines don't wait. Kroc became frustrated. He didn't just want to run the system, he wanted to own it. So he made a move. In 1961, Kroc bought the company from the McDonald brothers for $2.7 million, a number that sounds large. But history would reveal something else, because that deal included something unofficial, a handshake agreement. Kroc allegedly promised the brothers 1% of future revenues, not profits. Revenue. At the time, that might have sounded minor. But McDonald's would go on to generate hundreds of billions of dollars. That 1% would have been worth billions, but it was never written, never formalized, never paid. The brothers walked away with a check and no future. Kroc took everything else, the name, the system, the brand, and then he did what he did best. He scaled, aggressively, relentlessly, globally. McDonald's didn't just grow, it exploded. Kroc refined the franchise model, standardized operations, controlled supply chains. But his real genius wasn't burgers, it was real estate. McDonald's didn't just sell food. It owned land, leased it to franchisees, collected rent, controlled locations. This turned McDonald's into something bigger than a restaurant chain. It became a real estate empire. Franchisees didn't just run stores, they paid the system, and the system paid Kroc. Meanwhile, the McDonald brothers faded. They opened another restaurant, tried to rebuild, but they couldn't use their own name because Kroc owned it. Imagine building something, losing it, and watching it conquer the world without you. That's what happened. History didn't erase the brothers. It replaced them. Kroc became the founder, the face, the story. Because history favors the winner, not the inventor, not the creator, the scaler. And that's the real lesson. McDonald's wasn't stolen in the dark. It was taken in the open, through contracts, through negotiation, through leverage. Kroc didn't break the system. He understood it better. He knew that control matters more than creation. Ownership matters more than invention. Scale matters more than origin. The brothers built the foundation. Kroc built the empire. And in business, the empire gets remembered. The next time you see the golden arches, remember this: the man who made McDonald's famous wasn't the one who created it.